In this video, I am going to discuss the rheumatoid arthritis. What is rheumatoid arthritis? It's a chronic inflammatory disorder which arises due to the immune system disbalances or disorder that may affect many tissues and organs, but principally it will affect the joints and it will produce a non-suppurative proliferation and inflammatory synovitis. And when the rheumatoid arthritis will progress, it leads to the destruction of the articular cartilage as well as the ankylosis of the joints. There are extracellular lesions other than the joints, including the skin, heart, blood vessels and the lungs. The peak age for the rheumatoid arthritis is 20 to 40 years, and women are more likely to be affected than the males. Now come to the pathogenesis of the rheumatoid arthritis. There is a genetic predisposition as well as the environmental factors which plays an important role in the pathogenesis of the rheumatoid arthritis. Antibodies are also produced against the self-antigens, and there is a cytokine mediated inflammations. These cytokines are produced by the CD4 helper T cells which initiate the autoimmune responses, and in the rheumatoid arthritis these cytokines will be reacting with the atherogenic agent. These atherogenic agents may be microbial or the self-antigens, and the cytokines which produces by the CD4 helper T cells or produces in the rheumatoid arthritis will stimulate the inflammatory cells. Cytokines mainly produced by the inflammatory cells or by the CD4 helper T cells are interferon gamma, which are produced by the helper T cell type 1, which will stimulate the macrophages as well as the resident synovial cells, and the interleukin 17, which is produced by the helper T cell type 17. It will stimulate or recruit the neutrophils as well as the monocytes. There are also other cytokines which are produced. There is a TNF, tumor necrosis factor, and interleukin 1. These cytokines are produced by the macrophages, and it will stimulate the resident synovial cells to secrete the proteases, and when they secrete the proteases, it will destroy the hyaline cartilage. It will also stimulate the rank L, which is expressed on the helper T cells, and this rank L will stimulate the bone resorption. TNF is mainly implicated, and if I talk about the main cytokine which is implicated in the pathogenesis or the injury during the rheumatoid arthritis, is the tumor necrosis factor. The synovium of the rheumatoid arthritis contains the germinal centers as well as the secondary follicles, which contains the abundant plasma cells, and these plasma cells are going to produce the antibodies which are directed against the self-antigen. There is also production of the antibodies by the lymphoid cells, lymphoid organs that are specific for the citrullinated protein. It is also called the CCPs, arginine residue post-translationally converted to the citrulline. When there is antigens plus antibody complex, it will deposit it in the joints. The antigens are involved are the citrullinated fibrinogen, in which the fibrinogen is going to attach with the citrullinated protein, type 2 collagen, alpha enolase, and the vimentin. Anti-CCPs plus T cells response to the CCPs. Anti-CCPs antibodies plus T cell response to the CCPs, showing that it is a chronic disease. 80% of patients will have the serum IgM level or IgA, and these IgM and IgA will going to bind with the Fc portion of the IgG. These autoantibodies are the rheumatoid factor. So this is the inflammatory cell, and this or the plasma, so we can say it's a plasma cell because it's going to produce the antibody. This is the IgG, Fc portion of IgG, and this IgM and this IgA will going to bind with this Fc portion. When these IgA or IgM are going to bind with these on IgG Fc portion, this is known as these autoantibodies are known as rheumatoid factor. 50% of patients have the inherited genetic susceptibility HLA-DRB1. What happened with this HLA-DRB1? These alleles share the common sequence of the amino acid in the polymorphic region of the beta chain, shared epitope. These shared epitopes are located in the antigen binding cleft of the DR molecule. These provide the specific binding site for the atheritogen and initiate the inflammatory synovitis. So, what is the role of HLA-DRB1? Those individuals who having the HLA-DRB1 will provide the binding site for the antigen binding cleft, and which are specifically for the atheritogen. We have discussed what are atheritogen. Atheritogen means the microbial agent or the self antigen to which against the antibodies are produced. And there is also PTPN22, which encodes the tyrosine phosphatase. It will lead to the inactivation of the T cells. But when there is a mutation of the PTPN22, there will be a no inactivation of the T cells, so there will be a enhanced injury. There is also environmental factor which plays an important role, like inflammations, smoking. These factors will promote the citrullinarization of the SALT protein, and these citrullinated protein will be recognized by the antibodies, which leads to the B cell and the T cells activation.